All right, I'm here with Mike Rochford from the Idaho Department of Commerce here, and Mike, can you tell us a little about the Idaho Department of Commerce and what you guys are doing? One of the things first I've noticed is that there's not many states that are represented here, just a couple of them as far as I know.
That's absolutely right. You know, we're one of 3 states that have decided to have a presence here, and the reason is that most states aren't right for the firearms industry, but Idaho is. We believe that we are the best state in the country for the firearms manufacturers, ammunition manufacturers, to make us their home.
So, Mike, why should a company decide to relocate and move to Idaho?
There are a number of reasons why firearms companies should be in Idaho. First, we embrace the firearms culture. We're not a state that looks down upon gun makers or ammunition makers. Secondly, we have an extremely low cost of doing business. Look at our tax structure, for example. We have low taxes, and we're also a state that has a constitutional mandate to have a balanced budget. And to balance that budget, we don't raise our taxes. Our governor and our legislature have made a commitment to keeping our tax structure stable. And we make our government fit the size of the people's means, instead of forcing the people to come up with the money to fit the size of our government.
Awesome. And also, we are open 365 days a year for hunting, 7 days a week, 365 days a year.
Absolutely. One of the best parts of Idaho is you can make your product and then use it in our great natural resources. We just have an incredible diversity of game. If you want big game, if you want upland game, if you want birds, you name it, we got it.
And can you tell us a few of the companies that actually relocated here into Idaho to do business?
A recent one is Next Generation Arms, just moved over from Oregon. They decided that the tax structure, the business structure, the laws were just too oppressive from where they came from, and so they decided to just cross the border and move over to Idaho.
Excellent. What about, and I have a Buck Knife myself. Isn't Buck Knives another company that's moved over here as well?
Yeah, Buck Knives is another example. They moved up from Southern California, from San Diego. And similar situation, just the cost of doing business became so prohibitive in California that they needed to find a better location. They didn't want to go overseas. They still wanted to make an American-made product, so they came to Idaho. One of the examples was when they needed to field test their products, they used to send those to Alaska. You know, a lot of shipping costs, a lot of lag time. But now here in Idaho, they can simply step out the back door of their factory, and they're using their products in the environment that they are designed.
Right. And you know, it's amazing. Most people, when they think of Idaho, they think of potatoes. You know, it's so much more than that. You know, we do have a culture of hunting and fishing here, goes way back. What are you doing? What other ways are you doing to get the name out, to get people to come to Idaho? What else do you do to get that name out?
Well, we have a great website, commerce.idaho.gov. We're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, we're on LinkedIn. We do a lot of advertising. We've done photo shoots. Basically, we want the firearms industry to know that if they need a better location, Idaho is it.
You know, Mike, one of the things I like is that you guys work directly with the Idaho Department of Fish and Game. Can you tell us about that relationship?
Sure, absolutely. You know, we really cherish our relationship with Fish and Game because it just goes to show that the firearms culture is alive and well in Idaho. You know, we wouldn't be what it is without our natural resources. A lot of our hunting and fishing. You know, we're one of the few states where out-of-state hunters can still get over-the-counter tags for big game, for elk and mule deer and whitetails. We have the best drawing odds on bighorn sheep. And without the fish and game people here, we don't believe that people looking at Idaho would get an accurate perspective of our state without the experts, the people that can tell them all about just the great natural resources that we do have.
Yeah, you know, we got great fishing here. We got, like you said, it's a business-friendly state to do business in. So I really appreciate taking the time again to sit and talk to us.
Oh, it's my pleasure.